What is going on, guys? Welcome back, welcome in, and welcome out to another episode of Monday Night Nitro. Coming to you live from the Totes My Goat studio. Totes My Goat studio. That sounds cool. So, let's go ahead and get this thing started up here a little bit. We've got some things going on. JP and Digital getting after it against Paul and Sentinel. Women's Light Heavyweight Championship on the line. Phoenix getting her shot here tonight. Jake Play getting a shot at Bama's hardcore title. He recently won back. Other tag team action tonight. A 3-on-2 match. The Big O Boys of the Walter Brothers versus the Syndicate. Jace Wagner getting after Blackheart. Sting against Dragonuv. Penny getting her shot at the WCW Women's World Championship here tonight. And then the Horseman trials in the main event. It is going to be interesting. We will see how that all goes. Coming up here very shortly. But let's get this thing rolling. So here we go, getting ready to get this going. Oh, look at this. JP tagging in. Digital going, okay, well, I guess you take him then. I'll do that. So here we go. And getting started right away. Sentinel getting taken down to the ground. JP now in control of what's going on. Paul the Thing looking on as well. A little shocked with some of the stuff that's getting ready to happen. Yeah, we're going to talk about Ozzy here a little bit too. Her and Cheyenne have both done some stuff that has not been done before. Now, JP getting Digital tagged in. JP feels like he's got everything under control now. Digital coming in, and I'm going to tell you what, not a bad guy to be tagging in. Digital, though, getting a 1 count. Digital right now with his biker look on. We know he's got another look, and that looks even a little bit different than maybe we saw last time. But look, we're starting to get things together here. These guys are getting the tags going back and forth, both pulling their weight. And Sentinel now getting things turned back around, trying to get in control of the match, and maybe trying to get Paul tagged into the match. No, now rolls the leg. 1, 2. And only a 2 count, but Sentinel staying in control, whips him into the ropes, delivering that right hand. And a big elbow. Trying to figure out what is going on. And Sentinel staying on the offense. Paul not even being tagged in yet. And look at this. JP cut open. And you can tell with the release of the brand new CM Punk ECW pack, they did some things with the blood to make the blood look a little bit better. And the ref counts the tag. JP getting back on the outside. Digital keeping in control of the match here. And look at this. Whips him into the corner. But oh! Sentinel jumps out of the way. And now back and forth they go. JP taking the brunt of that. And look at the absolute mayhem that is going on here. JP getting in, trying to get it turned back around, and then ends up running over Sentinel like a Mack truck. Are these two going to be able to get it back together? We will have to see, but remember, Paul still not being tagged in. And now, pulling back on the arm. Finally, Paul gets tagged in, but now Digital running it over. And what's really weird, it looked like Digital and JP were kind of on the same page early. Got off that page maybe a little bit later. But are they going to be able to get back on the same page? It looks like right now, it looks like they are. Both men still wanting to be a part of the tag team. And you can see right there just the sheer difference in size between JP and Paul. JP trying to knock him off the way there. And Paul's foot, even though it was wrapped up in the rope, referee was still counting it. Look at this. Taking it off the second rope, starting to use, since he's not going to have the size, starting to use the rest of the ring as a weapon and springboarding off of it. Yeah, the blood's amazing, but what's crazy, it's even better right now. And look at this. They split open JP. JP now splits open Paul the Thing. And Digital and JP look like they are back in sync. Can they pull out a win in this match? Paul trying to crawl over. Digital, though, not letting them do it. And look at that. Is he going to tap out or can he hold on? And now Paul finally getting back over after the 2 count, getting Sentinel tagged in. Paul needing a breather. Sentinel back in there. Huge overhand right, but Digital getting it turned back around, put right back in the corner, and you can tell that JP and Digital work very well together. Just maybe experiencing a little hiccup right there, but now JP, the one in control of this match, and here we go. The end is nigh, the end is nigh. Putting the finishing move on him now, jumping around, rolling up the leg. 1, 2. And a 2 count coming back that way. Looked like Digital maybe was thinking about going over and getting Paul, but then turned around. Oh, trying to get a little workout in here in the middle of the match. And now setting up for it. Big choke slam could be incoming. It is, and that is going to do it if he can roll up the leg. 1, but look at how fast Paul is. Digital says, hey, you don't get to just run out of here without taking a little bit of punishment. Now, takes Paul down, back onto Sentinel, staying in control of the match. And this is right back into what I'm talking about, but Sentinel fights through it. Or there was a double team move incoming. And that might have helped end it right there. Paul now getting back to his feet. Digital getting Sentinel over into the corner. Got to watch out for Paul, though, sitting over there. You don't know what could be going on. So kind of got to watch out for that a little bit. Now, I think everybody is split open in this match now. Now, there's blood under the masks that you can't see. But Digital could be split open under that mask. And look at who's just waiting right there. and the authority of that kick out should tell you just about all you need to know. I'll tell you something else. There are some things that we are doing tonight with the sliders that take into account even more so all the title/title belt holders. We have completed the first 2 phases of it. Look at this. JP helping Digital out. Digital now getting back in control. Big boot. And Digital getting JP tagged in. But Freight Train coming through. Massive shoulder block. Digital not going to have it. Paul trying to take advantage, making sure Digital was paying attention. Digital was paying attention. But yeah, it is going to be different now, especially when we have new folks coming in. Nice save by Digital there. Don't think JP was going to be able to kick out. Digital now taking a little bit of the brunt. But trying to give JP a chance to recover. Digital had him blocked there for a second. Thought things were going to be fine on that end, but turns out they were not fine on that end. But what we have now is everybody in 4 categories on an even playing field, except for the title holders get boosts, and they get boosts by the title belt. Look at that! Paul running around trying to get JP. JP super kick. Rolls him down, rolls him over. Pele kick, and that just about buckled the knees of Paul. JP now getting Paul back into the ring. Rolling edge, trying to block his way, not allowing the tag. Remember, Sentinel and JP, or Sentinel and Paul the Thing, not really a mainstay type tag team. And off of the top rope. We do not see the top rope maneuver a lot, but we are seeing it now. What is going on, Vipero? Welcome to the stream. Solo absolutely gave me the idea. We are doing it differently. The next part of it I haven't decided, which we'll get in to in a second. We're going to do the next part. I just haven't decided quite how yet. Oh, big breakup right there. Very timely. Can Digital survive this part of it, though? Elbow drop coming. Digital trying to get out of the way. Paul going back and forth. Think now he's going to go get Sentinel tagged in to the match. Nice. It definitely has to do with your sliders. When I went through a lot of the sliders, especially the sliders that people uploaded, they didn't mess with their sliders, and if they did it really wrong. To the point it confuses the logic of the wrestler. So I watched Solo do a wrestler, and it gave me the idea, because he said, hey, you know, this right here, wrestler's confused on what he's doing, got in, I looked at it, and I'm like, that's your standard sliders. So the standard sliders do confuse the wrestlers because everything is too close. Your wrestler is not confused on what he wants to do anymore in our universe, or in Solo's universe. Look at this! Digital might be picking up the win right here, because Sentinel is not getting up. Oh, look at this, though. JP was like, even though he won. Oh, Digital not having it. JP says, well, I'm out of here then. I don't think JP wanted to win on a countout. Digital, though, win at any cost. Little Horseman maneuver right there. So absolutely crazy. What is going to happen between the two of these? Kind of some fumbling around, but look, they won the match. So something definitely to keep an eye on moving forward. So here we go right here. Phoenix getting a shot at the women's light heavyweight championship. That championship held onto by Heather D.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Light Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, you really got to, it's easy to do it too. It's easy to mess it up, believe you me. Our wrestlers were having the same problems. But what we're doing now with our championship belts, certain belts are worth a certain amount of points. Like, for instance, the tag titles, that's 3 points. The Universal World title, that's 20 points. Ours is 10 or 15 point, the WCW World title. But those are the boosts you get while holding the belt. Once you don't have the belt anymore, those boosts go back down. However, that's stage 1 and 2. Stage 3 of what I'm doing right now, and I just show you, I have got our championship history written down right here. The show, where it happened, how it happened. And if you hold the belt, and this is what I'm trying to decide, there should be some residual effects. If you won the world title, okay, it went up 10, but instead of going down 10, maybe it only goes down 9 or goes down 8. And then that's only good for X number of times. You know, like, there's got to be a cap. And the cap is what I'm trying to figure out. So the world titles, I think, will have, you know, a 2-point residual effect. I think all the other titles will have a 1. The hardcore title will have a unique effect into something else. Look at the state of this entrance. The NWO all waiting for Heather D making her entrance, coming up through the center of the stage, wearing that light heavyweight championship belt. Cheyenne Davis has 2 belts. Both other NWO members both have a belt. So 5 belts held by 4 women in the New World Order right now. So that's something you got to kind of watch out for. Now, not really doing it the sports betting way, but because that's funny, 100K on Heather. I'm with you on that. But having our belts and our champions, that means it's harder to beat the champions. The champion should hold on to the belts longer. And it also means to beat a champion, you got to be on your A game. Whether a belt's on the line or not, you got to be on your A game to get up the win. And that's kind of what we're looking to do. That's a little more wrestling-esque. If you win a title belt, it should matter. And I'm going to tell you right now, it matters. So yeah, the idea came from Solo Season, 100% without a doubt. Learned a lot about Sliders watching his stuff. If you guys haven't subscribed to Solo Season's channel, go ahead and do that.
Introducing the challenger from the 5th dimension, one half of the WCW Women's World Tag Team Champions, and her opponent from Huntsville, Alabama, the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, Heather D.
But there is also the link to our Discord. So if you guys are watching this later, join our Discord. Lots of stuff goes on there. You can tell your stories, tell the storylines, do all the stuff there. But light heavyweight championship belt on the line. And this will also help as characters progress through our universe. The more titles they win, the more residual effects there are, the better they become. Working their way up to getting a good shot and having a better shot at winning a world title, at winning any title belt for that matter, at winning a U.S. title. But the progression will make a lot more sense by them doing it that way, so I like it. That will mean our veterans will be veterans, rookies will be rookies, you know what I mean? Like young wrestlers trying to work their way through the system. If for some reason a wrestler leaves and comes back, it might just start over. I don't know. We'll have to see. That'll all be parts of the storyline. So lots of stuff still to flesh out. But as of right now, everybody across the board is the same, minus the champions. And the type of belt and what the belt is makes a difference. Look at this, though. Phoenix getting off to a quick start, but Heather now getting things turned back around. Remember, Heather, the only wrestler in WCW history to have 2 title matches in one night, and she won them both. Suffered a slight injury, still defended her belts, but she is back and ready to go. And that's the problem, too. I was looking like, what's the problem with Blackheart? Blackheart is injured right now, and it is drastically affecting his stats. Blackheart's stats all the way down to 79 overall right now with the injury, and because of the injury, the losses. Look at this move. What is Heather doing? I think we've seen it before, but wowzers. Now takes, rolls up the leg. 1. And a kick out. So right now, none of the residual effects of the title belts, I had to figure out what it is, what they are, and then start making up the rules. Because we don't want everybody, everybody's at 100. That's not the point. But wrestlers can work their way up in certain stat categories and do stuff. Oh, looked like for a second Misty might have been getting up to distract Phoenix. Referee not paying attention. Phoenix wasn't paying attention either. Remember, too, Phoenix right now, we're doing a little ode to the glitch in 2K23 by having that black streak in her hair. That has since been fixed. And one of these days, I'm going to fix it on her as well. Or maybe I'll slightly change her hair up a little bit. The problem is, you look at Recon Delta, you look at Phoenix, they're such iconic-looking characters. They have been the same the entire time. We have changed up Phoenix's outfits a little bit. We changed up Recon Delta's outfits a little bit. But the face paint, how it goes down the hair has been the same. Huge leg drop off of a springboard, and now Heather setting up for it. What is called the H-bomb. Can she get this in? Up she goes, and bam! Hits the H-bomb, goes, grabs the leg. 1, 2. And Phoenix kicking out in 2. You should really, too, pay attention to the facial expressions on the wrestlers. If you guys are watching it on your phone, that's one thing, but watching it back on an actual television, absolutely crazy. Just the facial expressions, how they react to kickouts, how they react to other things the entire time. There should be more memes. Rolls the leg. 1, 2. Oh, look at that, Heather. Veteran move, grabbing the rope. Phoenix can't even believe it. Missy saying, yeah. Look at this. Phoenix taking that top turnbuckle off. We have seen that used, but now Phoenix using the rise of the Phoenix. Heather in a lot of trouble. Is the NWO going to get involved? Don't think they are. 1, 2, 3, and we have a brand new women's light heavyweight champion.
Here is your winner, and new WCW Light Heavyweight champion, Fenwick.
What is going on, Eagle? Welcome to the stream, brother. Yeah, I didn't see that happening either, but you look, and Phoenix taking her to task and coming away with the Women's WCW Light Heavyweight Championship. So that is crazy, but don't let the title defenses stop just yet. Brand new newcomer, slightly updated look again. Jake Plague trying to put a plague on the WCW, going after the men's hardcore title belt.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Hardcore Championship.
Jake Plague now making his way down to the ring. Big old boy, this guy. But we noticed that the light heavyweight title wasn't being defended as much as it should be. It has been almost 10 episodes since it has been defended. So, we will get it defended a lot more moving forward with that. Yeah, part of her makeup is, I think it's Ace Frehley is part of the makeup that she's got. Where we talk about the residual effects of a title belt, the hardcore title belt will have different residual effects. It'll actually have more resiliency. That will be the thing that kind of stays behind, or recovery as they call it in the game. So, there will be a purpose to winning the hardcore title to help you build up your recovery, which could lead to bigger and better things. It'll give you a boost in every category, but the residual effects will only be in the recovery. Loving Bama's new look this year. I'm liking this Jake Plague look too, to be fair.
Introducing the challenger from wherever he wants, weighing in at 228 pounds, the Virus, Jake Plague. And his opponent from Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, the WCW Hardcore Champion, Bama Boy!
Bama Boy, two-time winner of the WCW Hardcore Championship title belt. So he'll end up having some residual stuff come of this, but Dave and Cody Rhodes actually defended it 4 times, Dave 3. Can Bama start his epic title defense right now against Jake Plague? Or will Jake come out on top? Very interesting. 2 very different styles of wrestling. And finally got a guy with the mohawk. We know we've had Mimi. Mimi's had a mohawk the entire time, but never a guy. And so Guy now has a mohawk, getting in there, trying to get Bama down. Bama started to go up to the top rope. Jake, though, catches him. And what's funny, Jake, not one of the biggest guys, but is a little bit faster for guys his size, even in boots that are that big. But those boots were made for stomping. And that's just what they'll do. And one of these days, Jake Plague's boots are going to stomp all over you. Quick recovery right there. Picks up Bama in a big circle, and as if just falling down wasn't enough, got a little hop in there at the end. But a very interesting moveset on Jake Plague. And look at this. Jake not wasting any time. Bama trying to use it to his advantage. But Jake turning it around. Can Bama take this like small little crack in the armor and get things turned around? Doing just that so far. So we'll have to see what is going on. Solo season. Welcome to the stream, brother. Yeah, I was just about 5 minutes ago explaining some of the slider stuff, but this is the guy. If you guys got slider questions, Solo is the guy. While he's in the stream, make sure you jump over, subscribe to his channel, and get involved in this universe. It is on another level. One of these days, I'm going to download Blaze. Blaze is going to end up on this in this universe, getting some knuckles. I'll tell you, I'll be honest. Absolutely love the rivalry between me and Blaze. It's a lot of fun to watch. Look at the state of this, though. Jake Plague, newcomer, just made his debut in the last episode, getting his shot at a title right now, the hardcore title. And Bama, we don't see Bama struggle with many people, but struggling with Plague right now. And remember, guys, tonight in the main event will be the start of the Horseman trials, trying to find that fourth Horseman. Solo, I've got 2 spots left, brother. Who is your wrestler so we can get you involved? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know Jay Savage was. I'll go check out his channel. I might have already subscribed, but I'll go check it out. Oh, Bama starting to get things lit up. Now you got to be careful because Bama will show you, and I think Jake understands this. Bama will end this match with a quickness. He can do it in 2 moves. Jake, though, might be doing it right now, too. And somehow Bama, boys, kicks out yet again. And you can start to see right now, you can watch Jake Plague, even through the blood that Bama just split him open with, but you can see the absolute frustration on his face. Cannot believe it's going on, and watch this. Rolls up the leg, 1, 2. And Jake Plague still kicking out with authority, but Bama not having it, getting ready to hit him with the roll tide. Oh, Jake blocks it. Whips him into the ropes now. And now might be setting up for his... what is he doing? What kind of craziness is about to happen right here? Getting ready, taking off that top turnbuckle. Referee, doesn't matter. It is a hardcore match. He can do whatever he wants. Bama's, though, trying to get to his feet. Jake Plague staying in control. Big backbreaker chokeslam coming down and picking him up, but Bama gets it turned around. Does a little flippity-dippity. Rolls him up, taking out the lower part of his back, and now gonna try to get in a roll tide one more time. Gets it in. This might do it. 1, 2, 3, and Bama, boys, will retain the WCW Hardcore title.
Here is your winner, and still WCW
Oh, I got it. I got it. Okay. Love it. Love it. Yeah, we'll get him rolling. We'll get him rolling in the WCW for sure. Yeah, we're doing some stuff that is very similar to what you're doing, except it's only with the title belts. The title belts will have a residual effect on the wrestler up to a max. We'll figure out what the cap is or where that cap is at. So yeah, I've got to take this one call real quick. If you guys know, I'll tell you in a second. I'll be right back. No, never mind. Solicitor using the wrong area code. Did a little tricksity-dixity on me. But here we go, Witcher, and we haven't seen a lot of Kelly Kidman.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, the Bikers.
Kelly Kidman's sister to Billy Kidman, so a little bit shocked that she is not following in her brother's footsteps. Instead, kind of under the spell of the witch. They have been in a tag team since she has been in our universe, and now they are getting ready to throw down in this one here. What is going on, Witcher? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, that mine too. Mine too. Oh, Solo can solicit all he wants. It is all good. You know, one of the things I would like to see to where the content creator belt, maybe it is only able to be defended in your universe, but whoever holds it, like being able to download it and being able to see it carried in my universe and Blaze's universe, you know what I mean? Like whichever creator's got the belt. Not defended, but that would be kind of a neat little crossover thing.
And their opponents, the Authority.
The Authority now making their way down to the ring. Judge Julie Justice, all new look on the right. Victoria Van Diver on the left. And I'm going to tell you, both of these women, it is interesting that they have formed a tag team together now, because what makes them so good isn't that they're powerful because they're big and they're muscular, but they are tall. And so then the power that gets generated just through the velocity and the force, like you get somebody who does a normal choke slam, maybe it goes up here and back down. That's one thing. These go up here and then back down. A lot more force behind those things, and I think that is part of what has made these two wrestlers so successful. So now to see them tagging up and doing some things, you know Judge Julie Justice is about to drop the gavel. So, slightly new look from Witcher if you haven't noticed, and look at that. We just talked about the height, but Kelly Kidman climbs that tree. Gives that tree an old drop kick, and now in control of what's going on. But look at this. Kelly Kidman and Witcher both about the same height, not super tall. So it's not like they're giving up a lot of size, but they are giving up a lot of height in this one. And Witcher just wanting to get on everybody. Look at this. Witcher always a little fiery, but letting that fire out and taking it straight to Victoria Van Diver, who isn't even in the legal person in the match right now. Judge trying to get things turned around. Witcher, though, thought she wasn't going to have it, but having it she does. Gets thrown out of the ring. Judge following up with her. Agent Destin, too. Agent Destin becoming a brand new. Look at this. Look at the absolute state of that. The only thing missing was the woo. But yeah, what is going on, Agent Destin? Welcome to the stream, brother. Agent Destin has a character in this. Don't know if he's wrestling tonight. Oh, that is an owie. But Kelly Kidman recovering super quick. And look at this. Not letting Kelly back in, but Witcher just reset the count, so doesn't look like they're going to be trying to win this match by countout. No title belts are on the line in this match, but tonight in the main event, we will see the trial, the very opening trial of the Four Horsemen in an attempt to find the fourth horseman. So now, the judge trying to fight, trying to get back to her feet, trying to do something. Finally gets back. Witcher giving her like this little opening, and now judge getting Victoria Van Diver tagged into the match. And what is this? Thought she might have been trying to step on her hair, but slingboards her. That rope going right across the throat of Witcher, and now Victoria firmly in control of what is going on. Could she be setting up for it? Witcher got out of the way, ducked what the judge was trying to do, tried to get her over in the corner, trying to get her tag team partner in. But back and forth these two go. Victoria Van Diver misses it, eats a forearm for her troubles. One. And kicking out with authority. Tag is in. Kelly Kidman now getting her shot. Probably not wanting that, but getting her shot again at Victoria Van Diver. Trying to get back to her feet, and look at that. I just think Victoria misjudged it a little bit. And Charles Robinson cannot find his left foot from his right foot. All he's doing is finding ways to get in the way in this match. That's the one thing in 24 that they have got the refs getting in the way much, much, much too often. So now getting kicked in the head. Thought Victoria was going to go over and start causing some problems with Witcher. Doesn't. Instead gets Kelly Kidman on the outside of the ring. And now finding a way to bring her back in. Now Judge looking at Witcher, but should have been looking at Kidman. Kidman now staying on top of it. Judge trying to fight through it, not doing a good job necessarily of fighting through it. Witcher changed her mind, looked again like she was doing this. What is this? If that isn't an owie, I don't know what is. And I think Victoria agrees as well. She gets in to break that up with a quickness. Looked like the Witch's Brew was incoming. Judge, though, fights it off. Now back in control. Rolls up the leg. One. And only a one count. That's got to make you a little bit nervous if you are the judge. And Witcher delivering knuckle sandwiches. Doing good, doing good. It's surreal a little bit, but I think all things happen for a reason, and I think this will be a good thing as well. Look at this. You know this is almost a prelude. Miss Justice looking around, using the rope-assisted DDT, letting that sink in. Moving a lot slower, but now gets Victoria Van Diver tagged in. Witcher trying to get back to her feet. Will Victoria... Oh, thought Victoria might have been going for the kill shot right there. Witcher picks her up, and this normally sets it up. The Witch's Brew. Is that what's going on right now? No. That is not what's going on right now. Takes her, gets her back in the corner. Double team set up. These two women trying to work a little bit better together. And Victoria doesn't even know where it's coming from right now. Look at that. Rolls up her leg. 1, 2. And I thought that was going to do it right there. That was going to be all over, but the crying. However, the crying's still allowed to go on. Kelly Kidman, you know she's got a lot of range. She gets up to the top. Victoria trying to do everything she can, but can't get out of the way of that long-range missile drop kick. And now gets her, doesn't allow her to get over to the corner. Smashes her back. Oh, what a move. Uses that move that was done against her. Uses the springboard off of the mat. Uses the momentum and comes back up and kicks her to get out of that. Now gets Judge Julie Justice tagged in. And gets a huge jawbreaker. And look, these girls back and forth they go. Remember, at one time they were the WCW Women's Tag Champions. But that is not stopping Witcher and Kelly Kidman, who are normally more single-style wrestlers. That is not stopping them, however, from putting on a match. And what a match it is. I am starting to really like these new sliders. And what a crazy clothesline. Kelly Kidman trying to get over, gets the emergency tag into Witcher. The Judge in, and now these two getting ready to go after it. Judge, though, staying on top. Getting ready, looks like maybe to even lay down the law. Goes now, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. Oh, not even a 2 count. Here it comes again. And Witcher right back up to her feet. That fighting spirit inside Witcher gets thrown into the corner. Double team move incoming, and here comes the boot. Right to the chest of Witcher, and now put back down. Witcher in some trouble. And that little mistake might allow Witcher to get to the corner. It does. Gets Kelly tagged back in. Missile drop kick, head over heels. 2. And still only a 2 count. So crazy. They do indeed. I am telling you. Sometimes the girls' matches are on another level. And the judge not allowing Kelly Kidman in on her, but finally Kelly breaks through the armor. Victoria still taking it to Witcher on the outside. And Witcher gets it turned back around. Kelly now realizes Victoria back up on her feet, so now these two going after it on the outside of the ring. And you're about to hear why the members of my channel are called the Bark Squad. Mama's home. Now, Mama wasn't supposed to be home for another 2 hours, so this will be fun. Is this match going to find a way to end on a countout? No, it's not. No, it isn't. Here we go. The count started back over. Kelly Kidman not allowing it to happen. Now trying to get Miss Van Diver back in the ring. Gets her reverse neckbreaker. Will she go for the pin? Doesn't matter if she's going to do it or not. The judge finally back to her feet. Victoria sidesteps. Tries to get Kidman in the corner. Goes for the double team move. Does not work. And that's what I'm talking about. Picks her up. Powerbomb. But if you would have saw a powerbomb come in the other way around, the sheer height of Victoria Van Diver, that powerbomb might have laid Kidman out. Now Victoria fighting through it. Yeah, I saw him talk a little bit. It's just late night for him. Typically can't make it to the later night streams. And look at that, the judge, even though she is much taller, ducks. Taking out the leg of Kidman. And look at these ladies, back and forth they go, quick tags in and out. They're not getting in a lot of double team moves, they're getting in some. Oh, I thought Kelly Kidman might have had her in the submission there for a second. Now goes, rolls over the chin, but only a 1 count. Can you believe the state that we are in right now? And there it is. This is her finishing move, and what goes up must come down. 1, 2. And she kicked out, but I didn't think she's going to be able to make it. And not only kick out, but she kicked out and came up swinging. Now, how many more of those could you possibly take? How many of those could it even have been? Here we go, setting up for it, looking around, letting the crowd get a feel for what's about to happen. Very impressed with that maneuver. And now the judge getting ready to drop the gavel on this match. No! Kelly Kidman doesn't allow her to do it. Head scissor takedown. And thought she might have been getting some things going, but the judge, as fast as Kidman got it turned around, the judge said, no way. Overruled. Emergency tag back in the match, and this has been the Achilles heel of Kelly Kidman, but Kidman now starting to make some inroads here against Victoria Van Diver. Witcher still looking on. Witcher's had quite the break. And now we could be seeing the Witch's Brew. That could be coming around the mountain when she comes, and there it is, Witch's Brew being locked in. Is Victoria gonna tap? Well, whether she's gonna tap or not, the judge gets it turned back around. Charles Robinson trying to regain order back in the ring. And Witcher now goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And look at this. This could be the match of the year. Hell, at this rate, this could be the match of the century. Witcher now not letting her get out of the ring. Probably wanting to get back to the point where she can set her back up. But look at this. The absolute rage coming out of Witcher. You can see it all over her face. Takes out the judge, but now, you know, that happening inside the ring's one thing. But Witcher back to her feet, now letting the feet and the hands go. If she was in the ring, if she had Judge Julie Justice in the ring, that would be one thing. Or Victoria Van Diver in the ring, that'd be one thing, but she doesn't. Now Kelly made it in the ring just to eat an elbow sandwich. Nummy nummy. Elbow sandwiches. Both delicious and nutritious. Now, look at that. Gets the big slam, and not even a 1 count. Witcher comes flying in from across the room. Witcher's like, hey, what are we doing? I'm not even the legal person. Let me get out of this ring. But those shenanigans allowed Kelly Kidman to get back to her feet, to take 2 feet to the chest, call her in the morning. Judge now tagged into the match, goes over, takes out Witcher. Asks the crowd, are you not impressed? And Kelly Kidman in a bad spot. Tried to fight through it, but not fighting through it very well. Although this maneuver here is allowing Witcher to get back to her feet. And I don't think the judge has any worries about letting this go to a countout at all. Charles Robinson up to 9, and that is going to do it. After all of that, what could have been the match of the year, the Authority wins the match by countout. But look, at some point, I don't know if that match gets won any other way. Kick out after kick out after kick out. And if people want to know what the Achilles heel to the Authority is, it might be the Bikers. So absolutely crazy. However, in our next match, we are going to watch the Walters brothers take on the newly formed Syndicate faction with the leader and the current tag team champions. Will they be able to take out the largest tag team in wrestling? You know, when I was having some things with JD4, this was the answer to Walter and Brute.
The following contest is a 3-on-2 tag team handicap match. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 773 pounds, the Monster Eclipse.
773 pounds are making their way into the ring right now. Where you have Walter in Solo Universe. This is Wade War Walters, the answer to that. So, kind of crazy, but that is the backstory for these two guys. There was another guy that used to be called Brute, but he does not make them anymore, so now I do. Different, much different.
At a combined weight of 698 pounds, the WCW World Tag Team Champions and the Professional Wrestling Extreme Classic Champions, the Syndicate.
The Syndicate, we are going to have to fix this entrance, but the Syndicate nonetheless making their way down to the ring right now. Getting ready to take on the Walters brothers. No titles on the line in this match, but a lot to prove on both sides. The Syndicate has been on a roll this past little bit, so will they be able to prove that they can take out the largest tag team in professional wrestling? Now, not only is this a 3-on-2 tag match, but it is also an elimination match. All wrestlers must be eliminated from one side for the other side to win. So here we go. Wade War Walters getting started, but Recon getting it turned back around and gets them picked up with one arm. That is absolutely out of control. Shows you the power that Recon has, but might have just pulled some muscles out in his back doing that, and Wade takes him down to the ground and gets Brutus in. Looked like Recon trying to go off the ropes. Brutus now throws him into the corner and gives him a little spear for his problems. Recon, though, fighting through. And so you can see, obviously, the Syndicate giving up a lot of size. It is going to take a lot to get these guys beat down and won. So, again, no titles on the line right now, but current WCW World Tag Team Champions on the side of the Syndicate. Yeah, that's weird. They didn't have it before, and now all of a sudden they do today. So I am gonna have to go check all of the tag teams, like their trios entrance, and make sure that they don't have that anymore. But look at that, Wade War Walters just manhandling Recon Delta. Finally gets Vipero into the match. Vipero tries to grab him. Wade, though, not having it. Now, this is where the Walters brothers, not the fastest guys on the planet. A-Dubs helping Vipero out right there, getting them on the ground so that they could start to work their magic. Vipero telling everybody to hush it up because a neck breaker's incoming, goes, rolls up the leg. And a 2 count. Don't think they probably thought that was coming. Andrew Dubs now in the ring. And Walter getting out, trying to get after Totes Magoats' baseball bat. But while he's doing that, his partner is taking a beating, and now Dubs getting hit by that baseball bat, and Walter letting it fly. So now getting them, whipping them into the corner, and look, like if you're going to be on the outside of the ring right now, it would be the great equalizer for Andrew Dubs if he was controlling the action. So like right here, huge advantage right there for Andrew Dubs, being able to get Walter on the ground, cause a little bit more damage while being on the outside of the ring. But if you're not in control, it works in reverse, and it speeds up the damage that these big boys are doing. But Walter now making his way back in the ring. Dubs trying to get back to his feet. But you can tell that this is already taking a toll on Wade. Wade moving very slow. Getting in the ring, and Dubs now looking like, I thought he might have been going for the baseball bat. Gets back in. But Wade catches him riding dirty, gets him over into the corner, picks him up now. And here we go. Freight train coming in. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo. More like chugga, chugga, owie, owie. And now takes him. Thought he was going to do a suplex, but he's like, look, I'm big. I don't have to do the moves right. I'll just kind of suplex throw you. I'll just kind of two-hand choke throw you. Now it's back to him, but that all by itself right there has got to be an owie move as well. You've got all that weight now that is coming down, walking across the belly. And remember, it's not like this match is going to be over. All members have got to be eliminated from one side. Now look at this, fighting back. Oh, ducked it, thought he ducked it again, and instead takes that boot right upside his head. He took that boot upside his head. And he gets in, and Dubs had it timed perfect, but coming around the body kind of slowed him down and just off a little bit. Ends up missing that clothesline. Brutus back in control of the match. Dubs trying to get to his feet, but look, I am telling you, when you've got that much weight, it really starts to take it out of you. Now, thought Dubs would try to get back out of the ring, and look at that big spear. Vipero keeping an eye on what's going on. But what's going on is a kendo stick made its way into the ring. Might have made its way out of the ring. I mean, it's barely still in the ring. And getting Wade tagged back in. Brutus definitely the more fresh of the two wrestlers. Dubs taking an absolute beating, but still in this. And there could be an advantage to that if you start looking at some of the team play. He's the one taking the beating right now. These two guys on the other side are moving in and out, but the two on his side have had a chance to rest up. Now Recon Delta, the leader, going in there. Gets the big slam on him right now, rolling up the leg one. And only a 1 count, but you know that typically leads it into the Delta variant. Oh, just another clothesline. Wade lucky that was all that happened. Vipero now taking it to him. And swings it, but just misses Wade. Wade now waiting on him. The other thing I noticed after the update, you don't see a lot of people getting backed up when they roll in the ring like that. So maybe that's another thing that happened we don't even know about. Brutus now back in. And you would think if you're the Syndicate, you would really want it to be Wade in the ring right now. And look, Vipero, this might be the plan right now, because Vipero getting a long chance to rest. And look at the stretchability of the groin and hamstring of Andrew Dubs. I don't know how he got up to do that, but he did nonetheless. Now smashing him down on top of the kendo stick. And Andrew Dub's now starting to make the inroads against Brutus. Wade War Walters just looking on, kind of in disbelief. I think they were like, hey, wait, Brutus is going to be the one that gets us the win. But right now, really getting a lot taken out of him. Andrew Dub starting to get his 15th win. And now whips him into the corner. Is this going to be his finisher? Oh, yes, it is. Oh, Canada. Here we go. Hits him, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Brutus kicks out, but whether he was going to kick out or not kick out makes no matter. That took a lot out of Brutus right there. Now things not looking so good for the Walters brothers. Even Wade this time was like, I better get in and break this one up. I don't know if he'll be able to do it on his own. Recon Delta now keeping an eye on him. Vipero trying to make some inroads against Wade. While he is doing that, a guitar gets brought into it and bam! Hit the G chord right there. G for go, and now Brutus starting to make his comeback, taking Vipero, hit him with the guitar, threw him into the side of those steel diamond-plated steps, and now playing it up to the crowd. But is he playing it up too much? Yes, he is. Vipero getting some things turned around, and look at the state of these moves. Looks like a breakdancing contest broke out. And the only thing missing with those knife edge chops, woo! So you see, no countouts, no nothing. Falls are not counting anywhere, but look at this. Getting after him with that steel chair. Gets back to his feet. Takes out the eyes, and no, goes downtown, Julie Brown. Goes downtown. He'd like 2 tokens on the bus to Owieville. If you thought he was going to be late to the ball, he just smacked 2 of them. And look at this Vipero one-man wrecking crew right now on the outside of this ring, getting after Wade. Oh, Wade slowing that down, but didn't quite knock him all the way down. Vipero rolling back in the ring. Let's see if he can return some of the favor. Now you got to believe that there has got to be a snake bite or a boa constrictor cut. Look at that. If we didn't learn our lesson the first time, we just got another lesson in how to take a guitar shot to the head. Brutus now rolling him back into the ring. Vipero trying to get back to his feet. And he gets him, whips him into the corner or into the ropes. Now is he going to get the pin? 1, 2. And he kicks out. Wade was not ready, was not in position to make it back. But Vipero definitely doing some damage. And now Recon Delta gets in the ring, takes a huge clothesline, tries to get back to his feet. Knee to the top of his noggin. Rolls up the leg. 1. And Recon kicking out in 1. I'm going to tell you what, these matches tonight are something else on a completely different level. These sliders and the slider idea coming to you from Solo Season, but very good idea. We do it a lot differently, but same concept, and that concept we learned from Solo. Go check out his channel. Subscribe and do the thing. Now, Wade throws him in the... Look at this. Wade's like, I ain't ready for all this stuff. I've been getting my ass whooped the entire match. I'm not ready for it. Recon gets out of the way. Brutus not ready for it. And now Recon thought he was going to get set up for the Delta variant. Oh, look at that. The crowd acknowledging the leader of the syndicate. Thought again Recon might be going for that Delta variant, but doesn't. Brutus now picking him up, and that is a long way to drop down to go meet that rope. That wire braided rope across the neck. Looked like Recon might have got his arms up, but still. Not allowing the double team. What a great move right there. And Recon getting Vipero tagged back into the match. Brutus still down on the ground. And thought we might see the snake bite. He's not the one that's so far away. When you see that snake bite enter his veins. Oh, puts the constrictor on the wrong guy. Oh, gonna do it to him again. If the constrictor wasn't enough, how about a snake bite for your problems? But not the legal man. Went to kick Brutus. Brutus backed up, ducked it, slams him down. Vipero, will he be able to kick out? Does. Dubs wasn't going to make it in time, and uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Here we go, Brutus setting up for his finisher. Top of the scunion for you. But Recon Delta right there to break it up. And now take a... Oh, you didn't know? Here it comes again. But it doesn't even matter. Look, Charles Robinson sleeping again on the job. Still down on the ground. Vipero, not even sure if Vipero knows where he's at, but will he learn? Will he learn where he's at? About the time he's starting to figure it out, Charles Robinson's starting to come to and hits him with the snake bite. Goes now, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And now, just barely escapes Wade Moore Walters. And now, for all the guitar shots he took, looking like he wants to repay the favor. But can't get it in time. Andrew Dubs back up, blocking. Well, looked like he was blocking. But instead, not. Recon Delta still trying to catch his breath now, getting back up. Dubs fighting through it. Vipero rolling back in the ring, backs up. Wade Moore Walters gets him down on the ground. To the ground now. Taking him down to the ground now. Thought he might have been setting up for another snake bite or maybe another constrictor. Instead, trying to take him to double team town. However, oh, that is Walter's finisher. Has him pinned. 2, 3. What? How in the hell did he kick out of that? Walter, 19 times the size of Vipero. Got him. In his finisher, and Vipero still finds a way to kick out. Vipero needs to find a way to get out of this ring right now. Get one of the boys tagged in. Wade Moore Walters not even sure what he wants to do at this point. But Vipero fighting through it. Takes him, whips him into the ropes. Goes now, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And I thought that was going to be the end of the match. Wade not kicking out with the same authority. Will Vipero get out of the ring? If Recon Delta is ready, this could be the match right here. Look at Recon letting the hands fly. Reverse European uppercut. Is he going for it? No, going for that stop sign. Might want to have Wade stop in the name of wrestling before he breaks his back. Now rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And the Syndicate make long order, not short order, make long order out of the Walters brothers.
Here are your winners, the Syndicate.
The Syndicate, I am telling you, these guys are on a absolute roll. I do not want to be the one trying to break that up because these boys are ready to fight. They are ready to wrestle. They are not the biggest. They are not the smallest. They are just proven right now they could be the best that is out there. And that is what is forcing, absolutely forcing the 4 horsemen to speed up the search for the 4th horseman. 4 more matches left tonight. Jace Wagner will be squaring off right now against Blackheart. Blackheart again been losing, one of the greatest or greater world champions we have seen in WCW, but absolutely losing here as of late on a crazy losing streak. And that is because when he defended the title and then had to defend it again back-to-back because of the cash-in, he got injured. And ever since then, he refuses to take the time off. Refuses to take the time off. And has continued to wrestle, but has been losing and not winning.
One fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Allison Wagner, representing D-Generation X from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 267 pounds, one half of the WCW Extreme Tag Team Champions, Jay Wagner.
So absolutely crazy. Jace Wagner, one half of the 8-man tag team champions, getting ready to fight Blackheart tonight. Now, the crazy thing is, if you remember back in about season 2 or 3, Jace went through a crazy losing streak, but now, since becoming the leader of D-Generation X, has not been losing a whole lot. So, big match for Blackheart here tonight. Is he going to be able to turn the losing streak around, get back in, and get back on the path?
And his opponent from Port-au-Prince, Haiti, weighing in at 266 pounds, Blaq.
So Blackheart now making his way down to the ring. Kind of a different look. It is a newer look. We updated the cape. We updated the stuff around. We updated the necklace. Updated the tattoos. Like, there are some new stuff. Absolutely different face scan. But I have a feeling when Blackheart recovers from the injury, and if he would just slow down and not wrestle a little bit, but it's not in his blood, I have a feeling he will be right back in the thick of things going after the WCW World Championship title belt. On the flip side of that, this gives Jace an opportunity to prove, even if the champion's down and out a little bit, that he can be in that hunt as well, standing up and doing well against a world champion. It's funny, you say Bartertown, and I've got, but da 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 ba. Won't you take me too? What Bartertown? Yeah. So here we go, facing off, mano a mano. Jace now getting off to a fast start, kind of a little bit of back and forth, but Jace now taking it. And Blackheart not having it. Blackheart's injury is to the midsection, so any blows being dealt to that midsection could cause further injury. We know another guy, we haven't seen a lot of them, and that was because Cecil Davis had sustained injuries earlier in this season. Finally recovered last week, so we will start to see them again in the LWO. Absolutely devastating knee. Jace getting out to the outside, but look at this. This is a thing that when you look at a guy of Blackheart's size, you don't really think of him going over the top rope, but he absolutely will. He absolutely will take it over that top rope. No problemos. Wagner, the Jacer, the Jace of Spades, one of the most devastating moves in the game. Playing it up to the crowd, and look at this, Blackheart not liking it, so now trying to stay in control. And you know, if you can control the pacing of the match, hurt, not hurt, doesn't matter how much they outweigh you, how much they outdo you. If you can control the pacing of the match, if you can make the match go at your pace, you've got a really good shot at winning. It doesn't have to be a fast pace, a slow pace, a medium pace, as Adam Sandler once sang about. It just has to be at your pace, and look at that huge clothesline now goes, rolls up that leg, one. And still early, but only a 1 count on the leg. Look at that, Blackheart looking around, wide-eyed to the crowd getting scared of what is getting ready. Maybe Blackheart's intentions, but he is getting them fired up. Is Allison gonna get involved in this match? Is she gonna try to slow down Jace in any way, shape, or form? Jace now, look at this, going back around, gets him. Top of the scunion to you, and here it comes. If Jace gets this in, it might be all over, but the crowd picks him up. And here it is, the Jace of Spades. That's an owie. Rolls up the leg, 1, 2. And a 2.5 count. Look at the look on Jace. Jace cannot even believe it. While the crowd may want him to fight forever, I don't think that is the intentions of Jace, or Blackheart for that matter, but Jace right now definitely kind of having that upper hand. Rolling out towards Allison, using those ropes to get up. And look, playing a little bit of possum, trying to regain the advantage. Huge overhand right, blocked by Blackheart, and now Blackheart back in control. Allison trying to get the crowd back into it. And that is usually the setup. That into this, into the nail in the coffin. Is he gonna do it? So far that isn't it, but that's another one of those moves. Jace of Spades, the nail in the coffin, the extraction, all these moves, deadly, deadly moves. And Blackheart working on that head like it ain't nobody's business. Jace now taking Blackheart, throwing him back in the ring. Blackheart getting back to his feet. Charles Robinson staying in the way. And a crazy swing around DDT. A little mini DDT. And you got to believe Jace getting fired up. Hits him with that. Blackheart recovers, however. I thought we were about to see the Jace of Spades incoming again. But instead, Blackheart gets him up. Oh! Here we go, back and forth. Both men putting everything they got into this. And Blackheart comes out on top, but it looked like there for a second. Blackheart was trying to set up the nail in the coffin. Nail in the coffin. And this could be the start of the turnaround for Blackheart, getting himself back in position to get a shot at that WCW World Heavyweight title. Remember, though, Blackheart also is the Money in the Bank holder for the Universal World Championship. So maybe that's what he's got his eyes set on. And maybe that's why he hasn't cashed it in yet, because of what has been going downtown. So we are just going to have to see what goes... Oh, excuse me. What goes on with that? But here we go. Sting, and we haven't seen Dragonuv in a minute. But Sting and Dragonuv now getting ready to face it off, to tie it up.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 259 pounds, the Universal World Heavyweight Champion, the Icon.
Our Universal World Heavyweight Champion, making his way down to the ring, Sting, with the newly designed, looks about the same but just upgraded, but newly designed Universal World Heavyweight Championship title belt. Nobody able to take it off of Sting as of yet, and he has had some challengers. He has defended it 4 times, beating Hulk Hogan, beating Sentinel, beating Robbo from the WWE, and beating Cecil Davis. Now, no title on the line, but he will be facing off against Dragonuv, who was once, back in the TSW days, a world champion himself. Dragonuv currently carrying down our King of the Ring.
From the edge of reality, weighing in at 232 pounds, the Ring of Men's All-Star Champion, the Dragon.
So Dragonuv bringing down the first ever WCW King of the Ring title belt. He is carrying it now until we can crown our first winner. Dragonuv, of course, the winner of the TSW King of the Ring, and that is why him and Ozzy both carry those belts down. But not currently the King of the Ring champion. So kind of went with a little bit different look with Dragonuv as well. Like this one a little bit better than what was going on. And here we go. My favorite part of the entrance, the shimmy. Yeah, give it to me. Give me the dragon shimmy. You guys are sitting out there. You know you want to shimmy. You just saw me shimmy and you saw Dragonuv shimmy. Now you're like, man, maybe I should get me some sashimi. But instead of doing that, do the shimmy. So Dragonuv now tonight gonna test his skills against the Universal Champion. No title belt on the line, but how will Dragonuv face off against Sting? We gotta remember too, Sting and Damien still have things that are going on. But now you've got Damien, the WCW World Champion, and Sting, the WCW Universal Champion. We have this Nitro, we have the next Thursday Thunder, and then we are into WrestleMania. For the first time in the history of our Universe Mode, we will have a WrestleMania. Almost had it and planned on having it the first episode, but was really hoping the 40 Years of Mania arena would be released. Still not released to this date, so thanks 2K for that. But one way or the other, 2 episodes from now, the WWE Superstars and the WCW Superstars will face off. All Universal Championships will be on the line at WrestleMania, the granddaddy of them all. Dragonuv not doing bad against Sting though, but Sting, you can see why Sting is the Universal World Champion. Now takes Dragonuv, rolls up a leg. And you know, sometimes these wrestlers, they do that just to make sure, like, it's keeping everybody honest. Just kind of gauging the progress. Not expecting to win the match, but looked like Sting was getting ready to jump over that rope. Dragonuv got back in so fast he wasn't able to, and then something happened right there. That is a big slam. You look at that thin mat, you know, just a little bit of tape, a little bit of rubber separating the concrete from the wrestlers' bodies. And then you look at a slam that's that hard. That takes it out of you right there. Dragonuv, like I said before in an earlier match, if you can stay in control on the outside, you can make the inroads. It doesn't matter what the ratings are. It doesn't matter what all the other stuff is. Dragonuv doing that right now. Threw Sting, but was a little bit off. Sting getting it turned back around. Now at a 7 count, but Dragonuv already back to his feet. Look at that. Sting waiting in the shadows, waiting right behind the referee. Takes a huge one-handed bulldog. Big power bomb. Now dropping the elbow. And Sting looking like he's getting ready. Is he going to do it? Right, here it comes. Scorpion death drop. It could be all over, but the boo-boo-hooing. 1, 2. And how did Dragonuv, look, even Sting is like, how does that happen? But Sting's setting up for it again, and you know if he gets it in again, it's done. But Dragonuv stopping him, at least for now. Crossbody, didn't think he was going to go for the pin, but just hooks that leg right there. Sting kicking out in 2. And back and forth they go. Is he going to do it? Is this going to be the Dragon's elbow? It is, but Sting gets out of the way yet again and picks up Dragonuv for a huge power bomb. So Dragonuv almost getting a chance to end Sting's night. Came very, very close. And now gets him locked in. Can he get it over? Scorpion Deathlock. Will Dragonuv? No, Dragonuv reaches out for the rope. Sting, look at this. Getting pissed off. Can't believe Dragonuv made it to the ropes. 2, 3, And what is going on? Sting asking the referee, like, hey, what's happened? Wait, where did the lights? Oh, you see where the lights went now? Damien, the WCW World Champion, gets a hold of Sting, picks him up, and lays him out in the middle of the ring. I don't know how these two aren't going to be fighting for those championships very, very soon. Absolutely mind-blowing. But there are things that are happening now between these two that might even be out of our own control. Could it be a champion versus champion match? Could it be another kind of match? Hard to say what's going to go on, but what I do know is Ozzy could set a record here tonight. And like our double main event, Ozzy, the only WCW World's Women's Champion ever in our universe, gets ready to set up and square off against Penny.
The contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Women's World Championship.
Penny has defended this belt against 7 women. Cheyenne Davis, our current Women's Universal Champion. Misty Watson, Lady Rock, Witcher, Crimson twice, and Xia Li, but now getting ready to defend it one more time. And tonight will go up against Penny. Now, if she can do this, it will tie the record for most world title defenses ever. Obviously, every title defense she has sets a record for WCW because she has been the only world champion. But can Penny change that here tonight? Can she change the luck? Guys, remember, we haven't talked about it, but drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. We have lots of stuff that is going on here. But one of the coolest entrances, Penny's every move makes something happen, whether it is pyro, whether it is the lights, whether it's the lasers in the dark, but something happens every single time. But look at the state of her helmet. 3 people get to wear that helmet: GC Rock, Lady Rock, and Penny. But Penny does not wear it in the ring. Only when she brings down, well, herself. So now Ozzy making her way down to the ring, carrying the Queen of the Ring title belt, so you can see different design on the women's than on the men's. And Ozzy was the original TSW back in the day, Queen of the Ring. That's why she gets to carry that belt down. Not the current Queen of the Ring, but that is coming soon. But what she is the greatest WCW Women's World Champion of all time. And it's easy to call her that. There's no debating. Because she is the only champion who has ever been the Women's WCW World Champion once WCW 2.0 got restarted.
Introducing the challenger from Shangri-La, Pee-wee. And her opponent from the Queen City, the WCW Women's World Champion and the Ring of Women's All-Star Champion, the phenomenal one, Moxley.
So Ozzy getting ready to put her title belt on the line for the 8th time. Is she going to be able to come away, WrestleMania being right around the corner, or can Penny end the streak and become only the 2nd WCW Women's World Champion ever? We're about to find out right now. Penny recently returning back to wrestling after spending some time in the administration of wrestling, partially responsible for the deal of TSW joining the WWE and the WCW, then breaking off from the WWE, and now has returned to wrestling. Look at this though, Penny using every tactic she can to make sure she comes out on top. The champion here tonight. Ozzy, though, spinning out of the way, getting back in control of things, whips her into the rope, goes down, and then brings that elbow right up over the top, and now getting to work on the small of the back and the chin of Penny. Ozzy, you can tell, like calm, cool, like heart of a champion. Not letting things get too big or too small. Just staying in control of the match best she can. And controlling the pacing. You know, you look at some of the different champions. Cheyenne, maybe the greatest women's champion ever, but Ozzy, the greatest women's world champion ever. So, and Cheyenne's trying to make some inroads on that too. You know, we talk about Ozzy, this being her 8th title defense. You look at Cheyenne, she has already defended it 6 times as well, and that's on the universal level. So, just something we definitely have to keep an eye on to see what goes downtown with that. Now, I announced it before, but I have a funny feeling I'm going to have to announce it again. You guys are about to hear why we are called the Bark Squad. Why are our members called the Bark Squad? So now Ozzy taking it and staying in control of Penny. Is Penny going to be able to turn it around, or will Ozzy stay dominant? Because it's not just that Ozzy has been winning. Ozzy has been absolutely dominating the competition. But Penny, look at this, getting some things turned back around. Puppies do make noise. Puppies are getting ready too, I can tell. They got that look in their eye. Penny making inroads on the outside of the ring right now, taking it to the legs, taking it to the midsection. Well, again, maybe not. Looks like my wife's a realtor, and it looks like she's showing another house, but in our neighborhood, so that's interesting. Penny smashes her, though, up against the steps. Once, twice, 3 times to Ozzy. Throws her up against those stairs 3 times. Now remember, Ozzy doesn't have to get back in the ring because she can't lose the belt on a countout. So, but Ozzy, not that kind of a champion, playing a little bit of possum. Takes her drop toe hold, gets her, waits for Penny to get herself up, letting Penny waste the energy. Now whips her into the corner, another elbow. And now going right after the midsection of Penny. Takes her, drives her into the thing, but look at this. Penny, little sneakity. But Ozzy kicks out. And I'm going to tell you, when that has happened to Ozzy, she has not found it amusing. Is she going to find it amusing this time? Does not look like it. Went out the opposite way. But now gets right back in it. And this is her finish. No. That is not her finisher, but that does set it up. Is she going to take Penny back in the ring and finish this match off? Not sure what she's doing. Probably Charles Robinson being in the way is half of the problem. I guess wanted to make sure that she got back to her feet, but that's exactly what happened. Little face buster right there. Penny now trying to make it happen. Penny has got a devastating move of her own called the Penny Dropper. Now Penny removing that top belt. Kicks her super kick. Now punt right to the rib. Charles Robinson putting that back on there, not having it. Though Ozzy seems like she's starting to recover. But not recover enough. Now goes, rolls up the leg. And only a 1 count. Penny now trying to call for the ball, saying, hey, this could be over. Hits her with it again. Ozzy trying to get back to her feet. Penny going for the kick. Ozzy, though, not having it. Ozzy taking her into the corner. I was going to say there's a move that Ozzy used to do in the corner that we saw her win a couple times. But again, this is it. Gets her locked in. The yellow brick road. This might be all over but the crying. Goes now. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Ozzy just ties it any.
Here is your winner, and still WCW Women's World Champion, the phenomenal one, Oxley.
Just ties a record in any promotion that we have run, that we have come up against. 8 title defenses. And now, though, that leads us in to the spectacle we have all been waiting for. The first trial of the 4 Horsemen. Now, this is going to be a points awarded, not in what we normally talk about with sliders, but this is going to be a points-based system. The most points awarded to the last man standing. However, as we go through, there will be an automatic elimination. That automatic elimination will be the first 2 that get put out of this match are out of the trials. 6 will advance. But again, points-based system. There will be a total of 4 matches until we name the 4th Horseman.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Bludgeon Brothers. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 319 pounds, Bobby O.
Bobby O now making his way down to the ring. Kind of a different look. You got the redneck kung fu back. Has the same entrance, though. Can Bobby O become one of the Horsemen? We've already got kind of a big man in Rowdy, but Bobby O would be a bigger man. I don't think there's anybody Ozzy hasn't beat. And the other thing I'm sure of, you know, these guys, whoever wins this will end up getting a makeover to look like a Horseman.
And from London, England, weighing in at 311 pounds, the WCW World Television Champion, the unrelenting GC Rock.
So GC Rock will defend his title belt at Thursday Night Thunder, not defending it here tonight like normal. Thought about switching the men and women, but then I was like, no need to. We can just defend both television titles at the next Thunder. So, tonight in the trials of the Horseman, and he'll only defend that title belt too, depending on the outcome of this match.
From the good old USA, weighing in at 247 pounds,
Grady now one of the favorites to come out of this, being named the fourth Horseman. How will he fare tonight? I'm telling you, there is some stiff competition. I'm not even sure who the first two going out would even be. End of the day, no way to even know. Even if you're a Horseman, you don't know who is going to be the fourth. Hey, that's part of it to be a Horseman. The Horsemen don't care. They'll win by hook or crook.
And from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 228 pounds, Dangerous Dave.
Dangerous Dave, at one time believed to be the leader of the four Horsemen, found out it was an actual imposter, and this Dave had to come take care of that and take out that Dave. Never offered a spot in the Horsemen. That changes tonight. But you're not just offered a spot in the Horsemen. You have to earn it. Speaking of that, speaking of the earning it.
And from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 249 pounds, the Psycho
Kedrri now making his way down to the ring. Kedrri was always a guy that I thought should be, if we had like Horseman trials or if we had something to do, that Kedrri should be involved in that he, even though a little bit funnier, but has the testicular fortitude inside to be a Horseman. Now, we haven't done it here yet, but what we are going to do is give 5 memberships right now. So here we go. 5 brand new 30-day memberships coming out. So look at that pony.
London, England, weighing in at 240 pounds,
Herbie now making his way back down to the ring. Lynette 50 gifted a membership. KTD Universe gifted a membership. Revy, Pony Gumditch, and I'm Gunter. All gifted 30-day memberships. Congratulations to you guys. Herbie also involved in the trials of the Horseman very, very early on. I mean, as early as season 1 or 2. And never made it through. Can he change his fate tonight? Can he change the stars tonight and advance to the next part? The next piece of the tournament.
Weighing in at 239 pounds,
McWayne now making his way down to the ring. McWayne has done some very tough things, and that is what has earned him a spot to see if McWayne could become one of the next 4 horsemen. It'll be interesting because some of these guys, like, we only have one guy with a mask. And right now there's a couple guys in this match that have masks. So will the Horsemen end up going half masks? We'll have to wait and see. It's funny though, with the memberships, you guys get to see the content as I make it. So when I make it, you'll see it immediately before it gets released on the channel.
And their opponent from Ranburn, Alabama, weighing in at 204 pounds, the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, the innovator, Chris El Jefe Ray.
Oh, Chris El Jefe Ray now making his way down to the ring. Getting a shot, the newest member of the WCW, but getting a shot right here tonight. Will the Horseman regret giving him the shot, or can he make it through? Can he outwit all the veterans that are in this match to become the 4th Horseman? I mean, quite a career builder right there. You come in, you beat a Horseman to win the light heavyweight title, and then you become one. So right away, rolling up, and McWayne eliminated from the competition. Herbie getting a 2 count. GC Rock and Dave going after him, but look at that. Dave hits GC Rock. Hits him with the Twisted Tango. 1, 2. And McWayne out of this competition with a quickness. Oh, look at this. Finisher early on. Thought he would go for the pin. Now he does go for the pin. Charles Robinson way out of position. And GC Rock also eliminated from the competition. So those two will not advance into the next trial of the Horsemen. Now the remaining 6 competitors will. Now it's about points. Can they earn the points to come out on top? Herbie, Chris, Dave, Grady, Bobby O. And Kedrri all getting ready I was like, where's the other one? I know I only said 5 names. But all will advance. But what kind of advantages will they have? The next match in the competition will be kind of interesting. Absolutely, Lynette. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. We appreciate it. What? Horseman pulls strings. Look at the height Bob got on that kick. That is absolutely crazy. And Bob just running through some people. Grady and Herbie looking like they're getting ready to square off yet again. Bob, though, not having it. Bob, this is one of the reasons why also picked. Got a mean streak in him. And Bob's got that stop sign, but who is he going to use it on? Uses it on Herbie. And Dave kicks out. That was a finishing move from Grady, but kicks out of it. And now Herbie trying to get the big man down. And that's almost one of those things you would think that they would want to get the big man out as fast as they can get him out. Chris now rolling up the leg of Kedrri. Chris now going for a pin. And round they all go. Yeah, I was going to say, maybe we don't pull him, we just yank him really good. Herbie now takes Bob down, but look at this. Kedrri taking down Herbie, now rolls him over. Twisted Tango onto Chris. And that could have been the thing that saved him because of the outside ring. So Grady pinned by Kedrri. But again, Grady's still in it. Oh, look at that. Big punch from Eagle Star. Dave goes down. Eagle stays on the attack. Bobby O leading the charge on the outside. Oh, Herbie just hit him with some brass knuckles. Now goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And somehow Bobby kicks out even after getting hit by the brass knuckles. And here comes Kedrri bringing in the sledgehammer. Oh, Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity. Sledgehammer rolling all over the place. But Herbie finally gets that busted up. Chris in the center of the ring gets Dave, but Dave fighting back through it. Kedrri getting Herbie on the ground. Bob still on the ground. I plan on streaming tomorrow morning, yeah. And Bobby O still kicking out. Look at that maneuver, but Dave gets his legs up. And a huge clothesline. That could end Kedri's night right there. Instead, Herbie stops that from happening. C.Ray is like hell-bent, whiskey bent and hell-bound to get Dave out. Or I thought he was. But he runs over, hits Bobby O right in the back of the head with the guitar. Dave now trying to make his way out of the ring. Herbie fighting through El Jefe's thing. And just to show you no good deed goes unpunished, Dave ends up pinning Herbie, even though Herbie was saving people. But that's what you get sometimes. And Bob still kicking out. Whoa! You didn't know? Look at that. But it is like Chris wants a piece of Dave. Now rolls up the leg. And Dave kicking out in 2, down to the last 4. Bob gets the chair, delivers the chair to the back of Dave's skull. Bobby goes, went for the pin. Kedrri, look at that, split open, but going after Chris. Mr. El Jefe himself. Chris just misses it again, but gets blocked there. Dave now keeping the attack up. And double teaming Chris. Dave now has the stop sign. And look at that throw. Dave throws it from across the arena. Hits Kedrri with it, and now these two look like they're getting ready to get after it. Dave getting there first, but look at this. Dave just fighting through it. Chris going after Bobby. Kedrri going after Dave. Hits him with the brass knuckles and now rolls up the leg. And I gotta tell you, I like his style. Hits him with the brass knuckles. To roll up the leg. Like, I'm down with the sickness. Bop, 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 bop. I'm down with the sickness. Oh, thought something was getting ready to happen. Bobby catches Kedrri riding dirty. Chris now, Mr. El Jefe, gets him up. Is he going to roll him up? Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And now Bobby O eliminated. Now down to 2. Down to 2, and there can be only 1. Well, it's like 2 trailer park guys went round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. Finally, C.Ray gets back up. Looked like Kedrri trying to walk one off. C.Ray, though, not having it. Kedrri not having it, for that matter. Takes a big forearm right across the head. And now Kedrri going underneath, getting a guitar to play a little sweet chin music on the chin of C.Ray. 2, 3, and that's what I'm talking about. Kedrri coming out on top of the first trial.
Here is your winner, the Psycho Kid.
It's funny, you could have looked at some of this stuff and like, why did we put in Kedrri and why did we put in Bobby O and why did we put in C.Ray? Those were the last 3 people standing, so there is a reason. Dave, though, still in it. Herbie still in it. Grady still in it. And one more who apparently I missed. So I will have to go back and watch that match one more time to see who we missed. But that does it for tonight. Remember, guys, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. All the subscribing really goes a long way. All of the memberships go a long way. Really appreciate everything you guys do, everything that's done in the community, and I will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.